What is going on, my friends? Today is a very bittersweet episode on my channel because, as you may have seen in the last video, we are ripping out the intake out of the AU because this engine will no longer be in this vehicle right here. We are going to be intake swapping this EF. Now, I know socks are amazing, but this one has been very neglected in its previous life. We found some issues with the bearings and with a few other things with the engine, the crank. So I've always wanted to put an intake in the car, and I have a car outside which has an intake in it, of course, the AU Falcon. It's also been in an accident recently, as you guys may know. So that is going to be sacrificing itself to a good cause, and that is the EF turbo build. We are going to give the AU its very last drive. Let's see if it starts. Remote start. Not surprising, it's on ethanol. Come on. It is like 9 degrees outside, so I'm not surprised. Come on. Third time lucky. There we go. That's where the AU lays to rest. It's been fun owning this car. Didn't really ever do anything with it, but I learned a lot from this car, especially working on Fords. So it'll be missed, but its legacy continues with the intake. So let's get to it. Alright, so here's what the motor currently looks like. It's completely together, of course. I mean, this was a running driving car, and unfortunately I did crash it, but I mean, all things happen for a reason, I guess. So I don't know. This seems like a bit of a coincidence here, but everything works on this engine, obviously, aside from the power steering pump, which got destroyed. The fans work. The radiator is brand new, so I might keep that. But I have a feeling that this might need to go chop chop, so it's easier to pull the motor out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by removing everything, just like I did with that car. Remove everything around the engine, and yeah, there's plenty of videos of people pulling intakes and stuff, so I'm just going to quickly zap through this thing. Now there's a heap more room without the radiator and fan shroud in the way. Now I just got to get the condenser out of the way, but there's no way to do this legally, so yeah. Alright, when you're removing engines, you want to take the utmost care with your project. So welcome to Hotel Falcon. I welcome you. Ah, please. Hotel Falcon. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave. So all the work that we did pulling out of the Prado, kind of just undone it. But this intake's going to a good home, so it's alright. Alright, so this is a couple days in the future. There's a spider on the lens. Alright, so this is a couple days in the future. The motor is completely loose, as I will demonstrate. I can move it just with my hands. So the starter motor bolts are out, bell housing bolts are out, motor mounts are out, so theoretically we should just be able to lift it out.
No.
Send it. Yeah. Well, we're doing something right so far. The trans is basically laying on the ground, just FYI. Alright, I reckon we pull it forward now.
Let's see what's still attached.
I haven't disconnected the plug at the back of the head. Jesus Christ, not a seesaw. Hey. What's fucking holding it?
Oh, those are fuel lines.
Oh. Not coolant lines.
Going in there.
Where? Kitchen knife. Oh my god. Beautiful. Is that it?
Yep.
Hunger Games fucking invisible wall that we can't see. Yeah. Goodbye, Intech.
How'd we spend 6 hours and forget so much shit?
Yay. Motor out. Another one in like the space of a month. I've pulled 2 motors in 1 month. And I'm not happy about it. I'm super excited to get started on this engine. I always wanted to stick an intake in this thing. It was always the plan from the start, but I was just going to see how long the sock motor was going to last for. Clearly, the sock motor didn't even end up getting turboed and put back in the car because I wasn't happy with the overall condition. I didn't really feel like putting it in and then having to pull it right back out when it blew something or something was wrong with it. So I figured this was the better option in the long run because these things are just better than socks. I have to admit it. I love socks, but these are just better. They're a better overall balanced motor. The rotating assembly inside the engine, like the crankshaft and the overall harmonics are better. As Ollie said before, the sock was a little bit vibey. You could feel, especially at high RPM, that the motor wasn't really loving life, and that was probably due to the excessive amount of end flow that the crank had. But this thing, we compression tested it. I even did an end flow test. There is literally, nearest makes no difference, 0 movement in the crank at all. The compression test showed 175 pounds on all cylinders, except I think it was this one which showed 170, which is negligible. This is going to be the new platform to turbo, and I'm very happy. So all we got to do now is clean this motor up, reseal everything, because this is almost just as bad as the sock. I'd say actually a little bit worse. Like, look at the bottom of it, it's just caked. But I'm happy to work on this engine because it's never been apart before in its life. So I won't have to deal with strip bolts and rounded bolts and all that nonsense like I did with the sock. And all I have to do is slap a new head gasket in it. I'm going to put the EF head on it as well, the Tickford head, because it's already got a cam and valve springs and all that. And just send it. Should make 350 kilowatts plus. And yeah, I'm super excited. Very happy with this. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Intech Turbo videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.